Yo, what's up guys? Hello and welcome to this new video, which as always took me a good amount of time to get to, but finally here I am making this video, and it's another video from the project walkthrough series, and today we'll be looking at my VIP edit, Tech House VIP edit of Evacuate the Dancefloor by Cascada, which happened to be one of my most successful remixes. It has around 25k plays on SoundCloud now, and it was supported by Timmy Trumpet twice actually, who played it in Tomorrowland's One World radio, and he supported it in his Symphony radio show as well, which is absolutely amazing, and it's one of my greatest achievements in music so far. So yeah, as you can hear, this is probably the first video that I'll be doing full in English. The previous project walkthrough videos I did in Slovak, which is my native language, and I just wrote English subtitles for it. So yeah, hope you will enjoy this video. Without further ado, let's get into the project. Okay, so here we are in the project of the VIP edit of Evacuate the Dancefloor, and I just want to point out right from the start that this is a very simple project. I didn't want to do anything special because I liked the original song, and I just wanted to bring more tech house and more groovy feel to it. So yeah, let's get into it. The foundation of the track, I used, of course, the vocal. It's original vocal from the track, and as well I used the chord stacks from the original song. Which I, in the beginning, chopped out a bit. This is how it starts, and this is just the intro. It sounds like this. Okay, so in the break, as you can hear, there is the vocal coming. Sounds like this. It's a filtered a cappella, which I found on YouTube, and in terms of processing, I did nothing special, just the basic stuff, as I always do. Here is some saturation, OTT compressor, and delay, reverb, and LFO tool for sidechain. That's basically it for the vocal. I'm not sure if I changed, no. Originally, I wanted to change the format down a bit, but it was quite messing up the vocal, so I decided not to do it in the end. In the break, as the track starts, there is nothing much going on. There's the vocal, and I add the original chord progression. Yeah, you already heard it, and I added bass. I just copied the exact same MIDIs as the root notes in the chords were. It consists of two layers, which is the Changel's Dancefloor Tech Bass, which I probably tweaked a bit. It's a very simple preset, just the bass, and the second one is the Booyah Tech Bass from Changel's 79910 preset pack. I think there is no sub here yet, but the bass itself was kind of subby. And yeah, so this is the first part of the break. And here we come to the build up. I added some claps and drums in general. These hi-hats. Very simple hi-hats, then these claps stack, creating some kind of rhythm. And I have this LFO build, which I'm using in almost all of my productions. Yeah, you already heard it probably from the previous videos. This I use as well in almost all of my tracks. This is basically my signature build-up. Yeah, pitched up cymbals. Then of course some uplifters, downlifters here, crashes. Yeah, and that's basically it. So this is how it sounds complete. It's a very simple drop as well, as you can hear. Moving back to the build-up, there is the bass, which has the sidechain on, unlike the break. I put the sidechain on. And here I have a filter to filter it out before the drop, so the drop feels bigger. And to the original chord stack, I added one more layer, just this one. It was just to add more bigger feel to it, and it added quite a lot of energy in the drop. Here is a filter for the build-up. Yeah, and then in the drop, it's just the original chord stack with the layer. As you can hear, I chopped this up a bit more to create more groovy feeling, and I adjusted the MIDI as well, the layer. It's just these sounds, and then I have the bass. It sounds quite off now because the bass is playing a different rhythm than the chord stack, but when you add drums, it all sorts out itself. And there we have the drums. I use this kick. It's from Sig and Secret Essentials 2 pack, and I absolutely love this kick, so I'm using it quite often. This is from the Secret Sig Essentials, and it's a top loop. I chopped it up a bit, but this loop is quite sick, and I'm using it all the time as well. And I layered it with the hi-hats you heard previously and claps as well. This is basically the groove. Then in the second part of the drop, I added a bit more shakers and tambourine, just to add some more energy to the second part of the drop. And you might be asking, what is this automation? It is written here. It's a sidechain for this in-between kick that I added, so it doesn't clash with the bass. Yeah, so this is basically the first drop. Of course, there are some effects, cymbals, crashes, uplifters, downlifters. Here, as we are coming out of the drop, there is this part.
My body's aching, system overload. Temperatures rising, I'm about to explode. Watch me, I'm intoxicated, digging the show. It's got me hypnotized. Everybody step aside. Still the night, kill the lights, feel it under your skin.
And here I wanted vocal to take over the track. So to maintain the vocal, I filter down the mid bass a bit. I just use the kick here and then slowly bring back the other drums. But yeah, the vocal is the most important here, so there's nothing much more else going on.
Watch me, I'm until the night, kill the lights, feel it under your skin. That's right, keep it tight, 'cause it's pulling you in.
I took out one kick here and there to create some change, so it is not that repetitive. And yeah, moving on to the next part.
Evacuate the dance floor. I'm infected by the sound. Stop, this beat is killing me. Hey, acting DJ, let the music take me underground.
Here is the chorus part, and as you can see, this time, unlike the first break, I kept the drums here to create some change again. This chorus part is again going to the build-up.
Evacuate the dance floor. I'm infected by the sound. Stop.
This is exactly same like the first build-up. What is different here is the second drop. I started really minimalistic.
Music take me underground. Hey, acting DJ, let the music take me underground. Evacuate the dance floor.
Yeah, and I slowly brought back the drum elements. Here is just the hi-hat and the clap coming in the second part. Actually, it's not a second part of the drop. Now you can see it's still the first part, but it's evolving. And then in the second part of the drop, I brought back the full vocal.
Evacuate the dance floor. I'm infected by the sound. Stop, this beat is killing me. Hey, acting DJ, let the music take me underground.
And yeah, the drops in terms of foundation of the drums are exactly the same. Yeah, there's nothing much going on. As I said in the first place, it's a very simple remix, and I kind of like it's that simple because I like the original song, and it's kind of just a rework to more groovy sound. There's nothing more going on in the mixer as well, as you can see. I can show you the processing of the mid bass and other elements, but it's, if you saw a previous video or my previous walkthrough, I do kind of the same processing to every sound, but I tweak it more to my taste. I started to use Camel Crusher recently. It is quite good distortion plugin, and the legendary British Clean preset here, I use it on all the sounds. So yeah, here is the mid bass. You already heard it. Up is basically the 3x oscillator. Yeah, it's the most classic sine wave, but I adjusted pitch envelope to add some attack to the sub. You might not hear this if you're watching on the mobile phones, but yeah, it has a bit attack click to it. And I can show you the layers. This is the layers to the original chord stack. This was originally meant to be bass from the Change Else preset pack, but I played it higher in the octaves, so it became kind of saw. The other preset is actually the hardstyle lead. But yeah, I played it a bit higher as well. That's basically the other FX and elements. As you can see, there's only some EQ here and there to cut out the lows. The lead processing is really simple as well. But yeah, you see, you don't have to have the biggest project get supported by the big guys, you know. So yeah, simplicity. This is the project. I explained, I think I showed you everything. In case you will have more answers to what I did here or there, just put it in the comments and I'll try to explain or answer those as well. So this is it. This is the project of my VIP edit Evacuate the Dance Floor. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to give me a like and maybe subscribe for more videos and content in the future. I said this in previous video as well, but I am planning to do more content here, and yeah, not only the walkthroughs but as well some tutorials. So if you have any ideas on what you would like to see, put it in the comments, and yeah, see you in the next video. Ciao.